We are going to visit Congress. This is something that we've wanted to do for such a long time. A bit of a bucket list item come true for you. You
Check.
had wanted to do this a long time.
Actually, I would say it's our favorite steakhouse.
Yes.
Today we eat a little bit of grass.
A little bit of grass. Bife de chorizo.
Classic desserts here too.
This is called Palacio Barolo, or the Barolo Palace. We've walked past this place probably like countless times, and we've just never been inside it.
This is the oxygen.
The refueling station.
We've never seen the city from like a bird's eye view.
Good morning,
Good
Samuel,
morning.
from Buenos Aires.
Yeah, we're back in Buenos Aires. We took that 7-hour bus from Necochea. Kind of arrived like zombies last night. Stumbled out, grabbed a little bit to eat, and immediately went to bed. So we're starting off this morning at Los 36.
Yes.
It's a billiard club, the 36 billiard club. And we're here for breakfast. It's one of those classic Argentine restaurants with the high ceilings. And of course, they have the special breakfast, the media lunas con café con leche, which we seem to order every single time.
But we don't get sick of them.
We don't get sick of them. We get those two like buttery style croissants, a big cup of coffee, and that's how we tend to start our day here in the city.
Ooh la la. Media luna, media lunita. Very fluffy.
How was the bed? It looked big. I thought I was in the desert. It was so cute.
So for today's activity here in Buenos Aires, we've got Sam,
Hey.
we've got my dad, and the plan today, we are going to visit Congress. Every time we're in Buenos Aires, we want to do it, but it's not something that happens every single day. So they say in theory, it's Monday to Friday at 12 o'clock and 5 p.m. However, if they're in session, if there's a debate, if there's something interesting happening in there, obviously no tourists allowed.
Don't forget you need to bring ID.
You do.
Passport, or
Passport.
if you're from Argentina, your DNI, your DNI.
Right. The other thing to consider too is like there's no ticket, right? So it's first come,
ticket.
first serve.
Yes.
So arrive early, be willing to stand outside. We're planning
Yeah.
to wait 35 minutes.
Yeah.
This building is absolutely beautiful. The amount of times we've walked by here or driven by here, but not actually gone inside, it kind of like has built up our curiosity.
Yeah.
We're excited to go see what it's like.
Yeah. Also, there's a maximum of 30 people allowed in the tour. So you
wow.
want to get here early.
Yeah.
A little bit early. we just finished our guided visit of the Congress. That's something that we had been wanting to do for years. Like every time we were in Buenos Aires, we would check like, oh, is it possible to do a guided visit? And the dates just never coincided because you kind of have to get lucky, you know, to have the right window when they're not in session.
Yeah.
So today was that day. A bit of a bucket list item come true for you. You
Check.
had wanted to do this a long time.
Yeah.
How did it feel?
In there, when you walk in there, you know, you feel it's a very powerful feeling. Not only how that thing was built, the building itself inside. If you look outside and it looks great, inside is something else. It has like an imposing weight on you. And I don't know, my thoughts were that maybe every Argentinian should visit, go inside, it's free. And after you walk in there and you feel that there is a feeling there that it makes you feel so small, but at the same time so righteous, you know. And I was thinking, how is it possible that we have senators and the other ones, deputies, that they go to work there every day, they've been elected by the people, and they walk into a building like that imposes so much respect, honesty, righteousness, and they can sit in their bench and do all this crookery and wheelings and dealings and you know, like, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I walked in there and I say, my gosh, if I was a member of this you know, of the house or something, you feel like you leave your soul, your honesty on top of that bench, because the building itself and what it represents, it kind of dictates. And somehow we have a lot of people that are elected and they're in there and they don't, I don't know, it doesn't have any effect on them, or how is it? Like, what do you think? Didn't you feel like that imposing?
You feel a certain energy in there. Like, it's the most important building in the nation. It's where big things happen. So it was very cool to get to see it. Yeah. And it was a much more thorough tour than I thought it would be. Yeah. We visited so many different rooms, and our guide was amazing. The amount of information she shared in English. They have English tours. Yeah, you have English and Spanish. Yeah. So we took it in English. It is free of charge. All you have to do is go to the metal security there, the detectors and all that. You need a passport or a piece of ID, and that's all. No money involved.
Yeah, and show up early if you want to get in.
Yeah, only 30 people get in.
That's right.
So
it's limited.
Early.
But we were first.
But to all those that visit Argentina and they want to do something out of the ordinary, out of something different, this is well recommended. I mean, top of the list. Okay. So yeah, let's go. Keep walking.
Eat.
You
couldn't even get a burger in Canada for $16.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was.
All right, guys, this is the situation with the empanadas. The culprits, my dad already ate his. Didn't even give the camera a chance to eat.
Hey, we're hungry.
Went straight in.
We did just did a tour.
Yes.
This place, Parrilla Peña, one of our favorites here in the city. Actually, I would say it's our favorite steakhouse.
Yes.
It's the perfect intersection of quality and just amazing prices too. Yeah. It's not overpriced. We've ate at some fancier places, but this is our favorite spot.
We come here.
It has a neighborhood dining vibe, but it lacks that pretentiousness of some of the fancier places. Here is about the quality, the portions, and they have a staff that's been working here for, I think, decades. They recognize us from over the years, and it's just fun to come back. It's been 5 years, so 2019 was the last time. Great to be back again.
Ensalada completa. Guys, so So we all got the same cut of meat. This is the bife de chorizo. This is the rump steak? I think so, right? I forget the English name. We'll Google it, we'll stick it over top, but we're basically each having a giant steak.
The best
ready?
of the best of the best.
Best of the best.
Yeah.
Well, help yourself.
Yeah. I'm putting it on my plate. Oh, I need to stab it. It's so thick, it's hard to maneuver.
I wonder how much that weighs. Like, how many grams of meat is
That's a portion that you'd never be served this size in North America. It's so generous. We got it juicy too. Look at that.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
That is how it's done.
That's the thing of beauty.
Some greens for my dad. I think these might be the first greens you've consumed since you landed in Argentina. That's a bit shocking.
Today we eat a little bit of grass.
A little bit of grass. With some nice things as well. Like, that's some nice looking grass there.
That's nice growing grass, yeah.
It's a complete salad. It's got everything.
Beetroot, potato, carrot, corn, tomato, lettuce, onion.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Sam's working on the steakhouse. How's that coming along?
It's awesome. Totally awesome.
Totally awesome.
Totally awesome. I don't even have much to say. Just enjoying the moment.
Just enjoying. Feast.
Wow.
Dessert. What have we done?
I don't know what we're doing, guys. I guess because we didn't order French fries or potatoes, we got brave and got a dessert. They have classic desserts here too. We got the it's called the granizado ice cream. Granizada ice cream.
Ice cream with chocolate chips.
Yeah, we got a side of dulce de leche, and it also comes with the wafers too. So beautiful presentation. Nice ice cream.
Just pure gluttony at this point.
We can't help ourselves.
Could not help themselves. Wow. Okay, final thoughts. We're seated here at the table after mains, after dessert,
Yeah,
wine,
it's like,
salad. The struggle is real.
It's like the final thoughts are that I think it's time for a walk home and then maybe a siesta.
A penguin waddle.
Yeah, a penguin waddle and then a siesta.
Siesta.
That's the final thoughts.
You.
No comment.
No comment.
That was a meal. What a meal.
And we were stuffed after the main, and you insisted on desserts. You were like, oh, crema granizada, crema granizada.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
I was the instigator.
You were.
But we had ice cream with dulce de leche on top, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back, I think. The steak, number one. The wine, very good too. And I think it's a good thing we had a salad today.
Yeah.
We ate a little bit of grass, greens. But if it would have been French fries or something like that, that would have been another story, heavy.
Alrighty, so it is our last morning in Buenos Aires today. Another classic breakfast. We still haven't gotten tired of the medialunas, the coffee, and orange juice today. Same for my dad. This is our go-to order day after day after day.
I only drink one coffee. Samuel drinks two.
Samuel is a different kind of beast.
We've got this down to a science. We get the 3 sets of the media lunas. Audrey gives me her coffee, and take a look. She gets this little drink and the orange juice to supplement hers.
Mine's basically milk with a little shot of coffee, so that's how we're starting today. Vamos. Alrighty, so here we are. For today's activity, we're visiting a pretty major landmark here in Buenos Aires. This is called Palacio Barolo, or the Barolo Palace. We've walked past this place probably like countless times, and we've just never been inside it. And the only way to truly experience the building is through a guided tour.
Yeah.
So that is our plan today. We have joined a guided tour.
Yeah, it is open to the public.
Yeah.
And the only thing is that once you can get up there with the elevator to a certain level.
Yes.
And from there on to the top is walking only. You have 160 steps. So, and it's kind of narrow. So I don't know, some people that have claustrophobic feelings, It may be a little bit tough.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're gonna try it. I don't know,
Yeah.
160 steps. It sounds like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think it should be manageable. I wonder if there's going to be landings in between. So we'll film it. We're going to show you what it's like, and you can decide,
Yeah.
am I capable of doing this or not? We'll see if we make it to the top.
With my gut the way it is and the extra weight I'm carrying, I don't know. I'm gonna have a hard time. Do they give you oxygen halfway through?
They said bring your own bottle of water to hydrate.
Okay.
That was the warning.
So no oxygen going up there.
oxygen,
Okay, so we'll see what happens. You know, like I mean, if I can do it, then most people will be able to do it, right?
Sounds good.
And we'll let you know.
Well, no.
Ta-da!
Buenos Aires, this also has a tragedy.
This is the oxygen.
The refueling station. Ah, se pone angosto.
Watch your head here. Watch your head, Audrey.
Yeah.
The big one.
Ya, último piso, uno más. Ahí con la cabeza, cuidado.
One guys, 2 persons per meal is okay. Or if you want to sit down on the floor also.
Do I want to sit on the glass? No, I don't.
Sit down on the floor
On the floor, okay. Sit on the floor, Sam.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aquí se puede agarrar de acá a la izquierda así. Sí, in the middle of the avenue. Sorry for everybody in English and in Spanish. And from here we can see a lot of important buildings. Pero traen allá las pantallas que se
Tell us about the experience. So we just went up to the lighthouse part.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus here on the views because this is the first time I've ever seen Buenos Aires from a high vantage point.
Yeah, our
We've-
first
Like
Lookout.
literally, like we've never seen the city from like a bird's eye view, and it's just amazing to see how it sprawls out in all directions. We got a great view of Congress. That's probably the best view. We also had a view of Puerto Madero, the new area. You can see all the different barrios. You can even see the La Boca Stadium. And then maybe the most interesting thing of all is if you look over the River Plate. Is that right?
Yeah.
You see Uruguay.
Yeah.
We have a clear enough day that was it Colonia? Colonia, where we went, you know,
A few
5 years ago.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of the views? Good.
It was amazing. Like I mean, up there is a actual lighthouse
Yeah.
that turns around. It's a piece of machine that I don't know. It looks like something that came out of a World War One. You know, like a spotlight or something like that, and it just turns. And yeah, the thing you can see from up there is, to me, I always think how much of the historic buildings or the buildings that were built in the late 1800s, early 1900s were demolished. Huh?
Yeah.
Because you see like little pockets of the old buildings. It looks like Paris, you know, those buildings that you see in France, and then you see modern domino-like buildings, and then you see another couple, and I think, why wasn't it kept more like the original architecture of Buenos Aires? It must have been spectacular. Now it's just kind of, you still have some, but when you see what's in between and all these modern buildings, you figure how much was it demolished. Huh?
It's like flickers of faded glory.
Yeah.
Now, the thing too to remember is both Audrey and I aren't huge fans of heights, and also if you're slightly claustrophobic, you'll use up your courage points for the day but it's okay. It's still worth doing. Like Audrey and I don't love heights.
But we did it.
We don't love the claustrophobic spaces like when you're crawling up. But you can suck it up and do it. I think once you get up there and you kind of sit down and you settle down a bit, it's okay. Very hot. It's like being in a sauna at the very top, but it's totally worth it. The views are incredible. It's just an amazing building, and you know the fact that it was completed in 4 years still astonishes me.
Yeah.
What a marvel.
The last 2 floors, we go up the stairs. They are extremely narrow and extremely low. So for tall people, and even me that I'm not as tall, in some areas I had to go kind of on all fours, you know. To be
Even though I knew I was supposed to be looking out, I still banged my head once going up. So be really careful with that.
Coming down, there are 2 areas where I came down, like when you go down the ladder in a ship, and backwards, because there was no way I could go like face. You know, the floor was like here, and so I turn around, and I recommend doing a couple of steps backwards, and then you swing around and you keep going.
Alrighty, so here we are on the bus getting ready to leave Buenos Aires once again. It feels like we have been in and out of the city for weeks. And well, we've got my dad over on this side, ready for the overnight journey. Gonna sleep like a baby after everything we've eaten today. Yeah.
But don't worry, we're gonna start the diet tomorrow.
The diet starts tomorrow.
I
don't know, that's what everyone keeps saying. And then we go to the supermarket and temptation just strikes.
You see all the wine and all that meat, and then you just say, let's do a barbecue.
Yeah.
And then you break the diet.
That can be the weekend plan.
Yeah.
Feast on weekends and let's take it a little lighter midweek.
But we have a 12-hour, 11-hour bus right now.
We do.
The good thing about it is that these seats, they recline. And then you bring this thing down, like that. You're in heaven.
There you go.
Sleep like a baby here with the bouncing of the bus. It's just better than any airplane.
You ready for sleep?
Yep. I'm stuffed to the beak. I don't think I've ever ate so much food in a short period of time.
Sam can't speak very much right now because he might puke.
I almost threw up again for going on the bus. I've just been eating way too much, and it's time to get a diet.
Here, Samuel. There you have it.
I may be using that.
He's just waiting for you.
I may be using that.
Argentine problems. Gluttony problems in Argentina. What can I say?
Tell you one thing, I'm never eating anyone's food again. If you don't finish your food, it's on you. Well.
All right, we're gonna say good night.
Good night.
5 minutes.
Alrighty, so we are back in home, sweet home, freshly arrived. We've got all the luggage here. We did a huge grocery shop. Half of it here. I'll take you to the kitchen. More bags. We loaded up on fresh pizzas and pastas. Sam is putting all of that in the freezer. Gotta get organized.
And we're gonna have this for lunch.
Ooh la la.
So it's gonna be good.
That's one packed fridge.
Yeah, that's the freezer.
Oh yeah, freezer. How long do you think that's gonna last?
You'd be surprised, we go through food quick.
But yeah, that gives you an idea. That way we don't have to be going into town so often because it is quite the journey there. So yeah, we're just gonna get settled, unpack, maybe shower, have a rest, and the upcoming videos, well, we're gonna get straight to work here on the property. So see you soon with those adventures.